I don't care about this date anymore. You know, they are going to accept this, that you're going to listen to this. You're going to really enjoy it, but then you're going to be like, it might have been a little bit weird. Hey guys, today I'm going to be ranking every Tyler song on streaming based on if it would be good for a first date. If you guys enjoy, please hit that subscribe button because that would absolutely make my day, and it's free. Also make sure to check out the That's Bars Discord for more ways to connect and get extra content. I do apologize for the delay on this video. I had to move in the middle of editing and that, well, let's just say it took a while. But as always, thank you guys for everything. Please enjoy this video. Okay, boys, today we have every single song created by Tyler, the Creator, that is out on streaming. We're going to be going through them. We're going to be ranking them on this tier list that goes from Nah You Getting Married to She Called the Cops. And we're going to have a good time. We're going to start off by going through every album, including Goblin, Wolf, Cherry Bomb, Flower Boy, Igor, and Call Me If You Get Lost, and The Estate Sale. And then we're going to end this off with going through his single. Now, starting off with Goblin, we are going to... Yep. I think everyone expected this. Goblin is sitting pretty low on the list, I'll be honest. Starting off with Goblin, it's going to be Ghosted. It's not the worst on this list, but it is certainly not the best. Yonkers, same way. I think it has a nice driving beat. It would help the case a little bit, but at the same time, I mean, Radicals... I think it's pretty obvious why this is down here. It's the song starts off with random disclaimer. Don't do anything I say in the song. It makes sense. The only big place where this switches up is in the song She. Now, She is a very divisive song because the thought here is the fact that this is Tyler's 7th most streamed song. So clearly, I think people are not listening to lyrics. I'll be honest. They're just like, ooh, Frank's on that track. We're going to listen to it. It sounds great. It sounds beautiful. So I put it in the second date secured. I feel like you could play this song as long as they're not listening to the lyrics. You're fine. We then go to Transylvania and Nightmare and Tron Cat and Her. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious why these are here. Tron Cat, you can refer to the Bad Bars video. There is a reason it's on there.
Can I even like, say this? I'm not even gonna say it out loud.
After this, Sandwiches wasn't that bad. It was bad, but it wasn't like Tron Cat bad. We then move on to Fish, which you can look through the lyrics. I don't think it'd stand on a first date. I'll be honest. Just my opinion.
Go ahead and cancel me.
No one gets a
Analog was better than Fish, that's for sure. Then we go to BSD, which is just I just Window. I'm not even going to explain it. It just also doesn't work. We then go to AU79, which is actually in Friend Zone. Now this, finally, is an instrumental that is on the track list. So we don't get any lyrics from Tyler, which honestly for this is probably the best thing that could happen. Now I put it in Friend Zone because it's nice, it's beautiful. I don't think it's as good as obviously all of Tyler's instrumentals. So I'm like, it's fine. It's a bit long for what it is, and I feel like if you play this on a first date, it's just going to be like, it's going to kill the vibe. After this, we're back at it. We have Golden, which honestly is not as bad of a song. It's just, some would say, a little deep for a first date. And then we go to Burger, which is back in She Called the Cops. But we then, however, jump up to Untitled 63, which is actually in the second date secured because, once again, Tyler did not put lyrics on the song. And this song I love because it's such a groovy, it's miles ahead of AU79 in terms of instrumentals. And also, along with that, it's only a minute. So you groove to it for a little bit, but it doesn't stay there for too long. It allows the vibe to grow with other songs. And then we steak sauce is at the bottom. Now the Goblin's done, we have Wolf. Now this is probably not going to be much better, but it's going to be a little better, and that's what I'm very happy about. Starting with the beginning track, the intro track of Wolf, self-titled Wolf, we're going to be putting this at Friend Zone. This is because I love this song. I love the instrumentation of this song. It's a very beautiful song. However, the lyrics of it, while beautiful, would probably not be the best, but I don't think they're the worst. Now, Jamba, look, It's a little different from Wolf, I'll be honest. This is more of a hard-hitting song, more of a Tyler still in his edgy era. This is gonna go and She Called the Cops. She would not be a big fan of this. Cowboy is kind of an interesting one. I'm gonna say Cowboy. I don't mind Cowboy. I think Cowboy would not be that bad. I feel like Cowboy is going to be our first Had an Urgent Call because it's actually a good song. It's got good lyricism. It's a little edgy on some parts, but I think that it's very middle of the road. Now, Awkward, it's a little awkward. I'll be honest. I think the vibes that this would bring to a first date would be awkward, and so therefore yeah, it wouldn't be great. I think this would go and Ghosted. I just don't see any way that this would really work. Dumbo 23, I'm gonna put in Ghosted. I feel like he says F that golf wang enough times that I feel like it'd be like, ugh, this is a first date, dog. What are you bringing to the why are you listening to this? Now, Answer, this hurts. It's a fantastic song. It's an amazing song. But at the same time, it would not fly on a first date. It's way too deep. First of all, it's a little dark. There's a few things said. I'm gonna put this at Had an Urgent Call. Now, back to another track with Frank Ocean. This time it is Slater. I love Slater. I think it'd be a very chill song. It's obviously not the best. It's not the worst. I think it could get you most of the way there. I feel like if you're just really listening, you got the volume down low, you're just listening to the groove and the beat. It's a very chill song. I think there's a way you could get a second date with this one. I'll be honest. I think it has potential. And now we're starting to get in a flow because 48 is one of my favorite songs off of Wolf. This is just such a beautiful song. You can really actually see where he was going, in terms of his discography, where this kind of was manifesting the sound that he wanted to create, and it kept going. I love 48. It's such an amazing, beautiful song. I think this could also get a second date secured as well. And then we have Colossus. I think this would be Ghosted. It's not bad. It's not good. This wouldn't be a good song to play. Despite this throw, we're back. We have Party Isn't Over, which I want to say is the first S tier because this is such a beautiful song. It's such a chill song, and I feel like it's one that you could just dance to after the date's over. It would continue into a second date. It would just go so far. This is S tier. It's just so. This is beautiful. We then continue into Campfire, which it's not as good as Party Isn't Over. It's not gonna get you as far. I think it's a bit darker in terms of everything. I think the beat's fine. He's not going insane on it. I'm gonna put this in a friend zone. And then we have Bimmer. Bimmer is such a good song, but it would fall so flat on a first date that I think it would just screw over everything. I think it's gonna be a Had an Urgent Call because it's not horrible. It's a little weird. Now, we then continue to IFHY, which it's such a beautiful song. It's such a beautiful song, but at the same time, I feel like him yelling these things in the car with your date, it's not gonna go well. I feel like it's gonna be a Ghosted because it's like, you are playing this song on a first date. Yeah, there's problems. And now we come to one of my least favorite off of Wolf. This is Pigs. This is going in She Called the Cops. You can look at the lyrics. I don't care for it. I don't think it'd be a great song for a first date. So this continues with Parking Lot. This is just a run that I don't like. I'll be honest. I think it's just another one in there. Now, Rusty. Rusty's not a bad song. I just feel like I'm gonna put this in Ghosted. I don't think it's as bad. It's not good though. It's not good. Trash Wang. Now, I am so excited for this. We have Tree Home 95, which is possibly my favorite off of this whole album. It's so beautiful. I think this could go Now You're Getting Married. because this is actually, it's such a groovy beat. It's so fun. There's no crazy lyrics. It's so good. It's got Erykah Badu on it. It's so good. Tamale. And Lone. Lone is hard. I don't think Lone is She Called the Cops bad, obviously. It's a good song. It's a fantastic closer. Way better than Steak Sauce. But it's just, it's too deep. It's too good, some would say. And I think I'd have to put it in Ghosted, unfortunately. And now, with Wolf done, we enter possibly the most divisive album, which I think is going to have a lot of, yeah, this is going to be all over the place. Now, Death Camp. Amazing opener. I love the guitar. Everything about this track just hits. Would not hit on a first date, unfortunately, I do not think. And with this, I think it'd be a Had an Urgent Call. It's not bad. It's just like, it's a little too hard hitting. It's a little too much for a first date. Now, Buffalo. I think it goes in the same category as Death Camp because they're just both songs that are great, but like, just would not be good for a first date. Now, we start to slightly fall off in Tyler's mixing journey of this album, and I feel like Pilot has a lot of sounds that I would enjoy, but would be... There's a lot going on here, and I feel like it just would not work well, and for that, it's going to be the same category. Now, Run, I do like Run. I do like Run. I don't want to put it in the same category, but like at the same time, I feel like it's such a, like, it's got beautiful elements. It's also got elements of chaos. It's a bit much, and I just legitimately think it goes in the same place. But we follow this up with this four song run off of Cherry Bomb that have been in C tier, which has Had an Urgent Call. We follow this up with Find Your Wings. This is S tier. I don't even care. This is S tier. This is one of Tyler the Creator's most beautiful songs. I mean, you can see the development. It's so jazzy. It's just, there's nothing more you could want out of a song for a first date than Find Your Wings. And so, yeah, no more explanation needed. Tyler does this too often. You know, he makes this beautiful song. He makes this beautiful song. By too often, I mean like twice. He makes this beautiful song. And then he follows it up with something like Cherry Bomb. Now, I will say, I've come around on the end of Cherry Bomb because it's got those little synths, and they sound cool, but overall, it's like a first date in general, but a first date. Now, this is going to be a divisive one. Blow My Load. In everything musically, this is a beautiful song. Lyrics, I feel like it really depends, but I think it's a lot for a first date. That would be too much. I want to put this in Ghosted because I think it's a bit more than too much than the other ones that have come before it. But we come to one of my favorite songs, maybe one of my favorite songs on Cherry Bomb, which is Two-Seater. Yeah, this is going yes. I don't even care. This is just such a beautiful song. And whenever the beat switch hits, just... I melt into my seat. I just like it. It's so beautiful. It would work so well. It just, there's nothing more to say. Tyler, we did it. We did it again. The Brown Stains of Darkis Latifah, part 6 through 12 remix. and then we have Evan Young, which. It's so, the music, the instrumental, it's so beautiful. You cannot be playing this on a first date. We have, just both of these, they're just both going into She Called the Cops because they would be insane, and they are insane songs. But we then follow this up with Smuckers. Look, Smuckers, everyone knows it's an amazing song. I mean, it's an amazing song. It just... Is it first date worthy? Look, Kanye just released Vultures 2. It's not good. I don't think hearing Kanye on a song would do great for a first date. And along with this, Tyler has more lyrics that just would not make the cut. I'm going to put this in friend zoned. It's such a good song, but at the same time, the lyrics would not go well. And also at the same time, Kanye would not go well. After this, we have Keep the O's. It's a very middle of the road kind of song. I'm not a big fan of it. I think the beat and all of the lyrics just, they don't go well. They don't comprise together into a nice first date song. I'm gonna put it at Ghosted. But we end Cherry Bomb with an absolute banging track, Okaga CA. This is going S tier. This is going. We finally have an album with 3 S tiers because Okaga CA is so beautiful and it would work just so well for a first date that I think it's just an amazing closer. It deserves this place so much. It's a perfect song. And now that we are finally done with, I feel like more edgy Tyler, we're going into Flower Boy, which is gonna be, it's gonna be way better. It's gonna be so much better. And we're gonna start off with Forward. Now this is an interesting track because musically, this is just such a beautiful track. It's a perfect track. But at the same time, it outlines kind of the struggles and the things. Obviously, it's a forward to Flower Boy, so it's going to go over the, the whole events that are going to go on in Flower Boy and the main plot points. I think Tyler gets a little too deep for, obviously, you're going to be on a first date. You want a lighthearted song. It's too deep. I'm going to put this one at Friend Zone. Tyler questioning so many things, I think, is just, it's going to ruin the vibe. Now, Where This Flower Blooms, I think, is the perfect encapsulation of Second Date Secured. Now, this is, first of all, a perfect song. It works so well. Frank Ocean is on it. He does an amazing job. I think it hits a little too hard at the end. It would, if you're going for a more chill vibe, it would not be like a transcendent one, but it's such a good song that it perfectly warrants its place here. And we make it to See You Again. The one Tyler song that every single person knows, let's be honest. This is S tier. I mean, this song, so overplayed, so incredibly overplayed. But for this scenario, I mean, it's just the one. It's the one. You know what? It's going first because this is just the one song that works perfect. Which is then followed up by Who Dat Boy. Who Dat Boy, great, amazing for the plot. Would not be good for a first date. I think the rage that obviously Tyler is throwing out during the song, and A$AP Rocky as well. I don't know if this is a Ghosted or She Called the Cops. I'm gonna put it at Ghosted because it's not on the low level of all these She Called the Cops, but it's not doing you any favors. And now we get into Pothole, which has Will Smith's song on it. I think it's a good song. I don't think there's anything bad about it. It's not transcendent, but it's an amazing song. I think this is a Second Date Secured, which then goes into Garden Shed. Now, Garden Shed, it's so beautiful. It's such a good. It's so good in so many ways. I think if you don't listen to the lyrics, because obviously on a date like mine, it's probably not gonna work out. I think it'd be S tier. Garden Shed goes S tier because Garden Shed just, it's so beautiful. It's so perfect in every way. And it then follows into Boredom. I used to not be a big fan of Boredom. I've come to like Boredom. It's not one of my favorites. I think it's a Second Date Secured. It's a very chill song. It creates the vibe very well. It Ain't Got Time. Love this song. I'm just going to keep saying that for all these. I don't even care. Ain't Got Time. It's the same case as Who Dat Boy. It's a great song. I think it's going to get you ghosted. It might be She Called the Cops, but I'm going to put it at Ghosted because it's too good of a song. 911, Mr. Lonely. These two songs that are in one song because it's track 10. Oh, they're so beautiful, but they would not work. I think this would be Had an Urgent Call. This might be my favorite Tyler song of all time, but at the same time, I think it's respectable to listen to. I know somebody who listens to it, and I'd be like, oh, they're a cool person. They have good taste. But at the same time, to play it on a first date, it feels weird. You're like, I'm lonely, please. I'm glad you're going out with me. It would be weird. Dropping Seeds is a great track, but at the same time, I feel like the lyrics would just... Yeah. November hurts me. November hurts me in the way that Forward also hurts me. November, I think, it might be my favorite song. It's November. But at the same time, it's so much plot and so much of Tyler questioning himself and whatnot. And I think this is going to go into friend zone, flat out. It's unfortunate, but it's true. And then Glitter. Glitter hurts as well because such a great song. Such a great song for the narrative. Such a great song in general. It would not go well on a first date. I think it'd be had an urgent call because it's such a beautiful song, but at the same time, it'd be a really weird song to play. So, but then we have Enjoy Right Now Today. I love Enjoy Right Now Today. I mean, it is such a beautiful instrumental. I don't know if I put this in Second Date Secured or Nah, You're Getting Married, but I'm kind of sitting at Second Date Secured because I feel like it wouldn't push you that much, but it's such a fantastic song. It would encapsulate the vibe. It would go well. It would go very well. And now we enter a very interesting time. This is Igor. It's such an experimental sound that I don't know if these would go well or not. Igor's theme. It's up there with 911 Mr. Lonely. I love Igor's theme so much. Like, almost just like, I'd say too much. Because this is my favorite song off of Igor. And is up there with 911 Mr. Lonely for me. I don't think it'd do well on a first date. I think that this would get you a friend zone. Because it's a great song. It's just a little too hard hitting. Earthquake. Now, Earthquake, this is the See You Again of Igor. It's perfect. It's perfect in every way. This is going second to See You Again. I mean, these are the two very obvious picks, but they're obvious for a reason. Because they are just so good. They encapsulate they hit. Now, I think such a good song. This is just going into Second Date Secured. I mean, this is just such a fantastic song. I think all the instrumentation is so great. It's it's hard hitting, but tame at the same time. More tame than Igor's theme. Now, running out of time. This hurts me. This is just starting to hurt me because Running Out of Time is such a good song. I think he gets a little too annoyed on the track. Obviously, great for the plot. Wouldn't work for a first date. I think this is going to go into friend zone again. It's such a good track, but the lyrics just... New Magic Wand. I love this song. This is second to Igor's theme on Igor because it's such a fantastic song. But it would not do well, dude. I think this would be ghosted. Just because, like, I need to build a magic wand. She'll be gone. This is just like he wants to kill someone, and it shows. A Boy's a Gun. Just yeah. I think this is another ghosted. I mean, it's so good, but like at the same time, it's almost too deep. I mean, it's a very like this is partially mainly for the plot, and so it goes there. It's such a beautiful sample, but it's a sad sample at the same time. Puppet, kind of the same way. Dude, he's so desperate on the song that it would not reflect well on you at all. What's good? Yeah. Now Gone. It's so beautiful. I'm gonna put this one in friend zone. It talks about love being gone, which probably isn't the best, like, that and a first date don't really... But at the same time, you can get over that. The beat is so good that you can get over that, and Tyler's singing is just so good that I don't care about this date anymore. You know, they are going to accept this, that you're going to listen to this. You're going to really enjoy it, but then you're going to be like, it might have been a little bit weird. After this, though, we do have Thank You. I was like, this could definitely go in Second Date Secured. But at the same time, on the track, he literally says, I don't ever want to fall in love again, which I think it has to go friend zoned. I don't love you anymore. I'm gonna bump it up to Had an Urgent Call. It's so good. Obviously, it doesn't show the greatest lyricism for a first date. You can see that in the title, but it's too good to being ghosted. It's too good. And Are We Still Friends? Frieds? Does this say? I want to put Are We Still Frieds? Friends? It's tripping me up now that I realized it. I want to put this song in Second Date Secured. I don't care about the lyrics at this point. The lyrics, they're too hidden for a date to realize. So, with the beauty of the track's production and Tyler's sing, I think this would warrant a second date. And now, with Igor finished, we move on to our final album. If you just consider this with the estate sale, Call Me If You Get Lost. This is going to be interesting. Sir Baudelaire, we start out with one that I think the beat is a little too eerie almost for a first date. I don't think that would go over well. The lyrics are fine. They're chill. They're him being like, "Oh, I'm successful now. Yippee." I'd say friend zoned. It's fine. It's just like, it's a little off-putting, but it's fine. Now, Corso, the hard-hitting banger that Corso is, it's not gonna do well. He says a couple things throughout the song wouldn't go well. He then, at the end, is talking about hoping that a girl is still thinking about it. I don't think that, actually, you know what, that would be actually horrible. I think this would be ghosted. It's not the worst. It's not good. Lemonhead. A banger. I don't think it would go well. I think this might be Had an Urgent Call. It's not that bad where it'd be like, that's bad. But it wouldn't go great. I feel like at the same. You know what? No. I'm gonna move this to friend zone. I think it's a fine song. It's got a good beat. It's a little too much for a first date, but it'd be fine. Nothing would be broken off too much. It would just be friend zoned. Now, we have What's Your Name. Now, this is the big track of the album, which I never actually go back to, but it is a banging song. I think we got See You Again on Flower Boy. We got Earthquake on Igor. And I think we got What's Your Name on Call Me If You Get Lost. This is going to go S tier on Now You Getting Married, because those are just the 3 love songs that are made by Tyler that I think would be perfect for a first into Lumberjack. It's so, I feel like it's too, it's too boastful for a first date. It's a good song. This might be Had an Urgent Call. Hot Wind Blows. I love Hot Wind Blows. Hot Wind Blows, well, the beginning, bro.
A young lady just fed me French vanilla ice cream. We all got our toes out, too.
DJ Drama. This should be a Second Date Secured, but I think I have to knock it down to friend zone because, like, DJ Drama. He threw. Massa. It's such a good beat. This is also friend zoned. I think this is very fairly friend zoned. It's a little too deep. Run It Up. You know, honestly, it's a good song. Not too much going on. Nothing bad with the lyrics. They're good lyrics. It's got Tizo Touchdown on it, which is, I think it adds a lot to the song. Hopefully they don't know who Tizo is. I think I'd put this in Second Date Secured. I think that'd go very well. I think that'd be fine. It's nothing crazy, but it's a very. We then have Manifesto. I feel like Damo Genesis just goes too much on this track for it to be anything less than more than Ghosted. It's a good track. It took a while to grow on me, but like, sweet. Yes. Thank you. I think Sweet goes S tier. Sweet, it makes sense. Sweet, so beautiful. It's a fantastic song. It encapsulates the feeling of a date so well. It just works. It just works. I Thought You Wanted to Dance. It's way better than Sweet. It's way better than Sweet to me. Might be the best song off of this album. No, for me, Safari trumps it. But I Thought You Wanted to Dance is better. But at the same time, it's a sad track about getting denied. It's such a sad. I think it'd be Friend Zoned. It's too beautiful a song to be any lower. But like, it wouldn't bring you to a second date because it is like, it's just sad. Now Rise. This features Daisy World. You should check her out. Highly underrated. It's a great song. But at the same time, he keeps saying, please don't go, please just stay. And I don't know. It depends on how the date takes us, because this could be an urgent call where it's just like, they're saying, please don't go, please just stay. This is kind of creepy. It could be she called the cops because it's, please don't go, please just stay. I'm going to put it in had an urgent call. It's too good of a song, but like at the same time, it come off a little weird. Juggernaut is very middle of the road. I feel like it's so middle of the road that I think it'd be friend zone because it wouldn't push you towards, good first date, second date. But it's not bad. It's really not bad in any regard. Now Wilshire. Okay. A 8.5-minute song of Tyler talking about his love interest and whatnot, and it not going well. I don't think this would go well, actually. This just wouldn't. I mean, great track, listen to it, but like an 8.5-minute song about a love interest not going well, bro. This got to be ghosted. I mean, it's too long of a song. Like, it would kill the vibe. The words would kill the vibe. Everything about it's just not great. And then Safari. I love Safari. Safari's great. Maybe the best song off this. I think it's too weird for a first date. But it's fine. But it might have to go into had an urgent call because I just feel like it's too much. And like the horns and everything, they wouldn't be like that nice, easy to listen to vibe that you want. And then we enter the estate sale. And this is going to start off with Stuntman featuring the man himself, Vince Stapler. Now, Vince, when he really enters the track, right? And he he and DJ Drama just say a thing that I feel like would not go well for this date. And for that reason, I'm going to put this out of Ghosted. I feel like you'd hear that and you'd just be like, why am I dealing with this guy? Now, What a Day. Such a good Madlib beat. It took me so long to like this, but the genius is there, and I think the beat would go very. But it took me a while to like. So maybe if you're a first date, you wouldn't like it. I think this would be a friend zone. I think it's a fine track. Tyler does very well over this. I think it's a friend zone. Wharf Talk, baby. Guys. I think Wharf Talk goes S tier. I mean, I don't think this is a very controversial pick. It's Wharf Talk. It's such a beautiful song. It's a love song. It would go so well. I think this is our 4-song run of just perfect songs that are literally made for a first date. Dogtooth, on the other hand, it really depends. It could really depend. I'm gonna put it friends. I'm gonna put a friend zone. Great track. I think it depends on the date. It depends on the date. Now, Heaven to Me. This is a transcendent song. This might just be a transcendent song. Oh, this song's so beautiful. I mean, the sample flip, the singing, it's like I don't know if it is a freestyle, but it flows so well. This is transcendent. This is S tier. Now, Boyfriend Girlfriend. It's such a good song. It's a banger. I think it's friend zoned. I think it's it's too much, unfortunately. And Sorry Not Sorry, best song on the estate sale, but it's so deep. It's way too deep. I'll be honest. This has to be friend zoned or had an urgent call. This might be had an urgent call, because if I heard somebody playing music about having just like an actual breakdown and killing all your alter egos, I'd make a call. And that ties us up with all the albums. This is how they stand, and we're gonna go into some singles, starting with Okra. Now, Okra, I'm a synth lover. Sue me. Okra's so beautiful, but at the same time, it's too hard hitting for a first date. I think this would be had an urgent call. I'd be a little panicked. It's very hard hitting. It's too much. 435. It's a great sample flip. Tyler has a little pitch up vocals. I think it'd be friend zoned. It's too much, but it's not as much as Okra. Now, Peach Fuzz. This single, ladies and gentlemen, I think this goes second date secured. I mean, throughout the track, he's saying, I want to be your man. The singing is perfect. The beat is beautiful. It encapsulates the vibe so much. Is this S tier? I don't think it's S tier, but it's A tier. Pretty candidly. I mean, this is a second date secured. Now, Potato Salad. Low key, I think it's a bit too much. I want to put it in second date secured because it's a very good song. It's a good vibe too. I think there's a few things said in the song that would just throw somebody off. I'm gonna put it friend zoned. I wish I could put it up. Best interest. Let me think about this one. Look. This song, beautiful. It's so good. I'm gonna put this at second date secured. I think it's great. I think the instrumental is great. I think enough is there to distract you from the fact that he talks about being a homewrecker and whatnot. We have Group B. This is divisive. It's a great sample flip. I think it's possible. I say it can be done. I think this is a second date secured. I think this would work well. It's not great. It's not the best. Never mind. I just saw a lyric. This is going down to friend zoned. I think it stays in friend zone pretty dang well. Now, for I think an underrated song, Tell Me How, the Coca-Cola commercial that Tyler did. Tell me how it tastes is a good. I'm a little down with a good. Tell me how it tastes is a good. I'm a little down with a good. Look, this is an underrated song. I don't think it's doing much for a first date. It'd be a little weird. It'd be like, take a sip of that Coca-Cola, and you're like, what? I think this is a friend zone. Yeah, that would not go well, but it's a fine song. It'd be a little weird. It's a fine song. And with our penultimate track of this entire bracket, you could say, we have Come On Let's Go, which is like, it's like going on a date. Obviously, if you were already dating the person is like the premise of this. So would it go well? Look, I think what Tyler does in the song, you know, throwing off the neighbor who is talking to him, I think it shows good morals. Apart from that, I don't think it's a great song. I think this will land our final song in Friend Zone. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how good a Tyler song would be to play on a first date. If you guys want to try this out for your own, I did a little bit of workshopping, but I will put the template in the link below so that you guys can actually make this. It'll be a little scuffed, but send me yours. I want to see them. Join the Discord. And if you made it this far, I want to know, what is your favorite Tyler song or the best Tyler song you think for a first date? With that said, I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.